Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I've got to see what you are up to here. Hey, Priceless Notions. Good evening to you. Hi, Alicia. I left it in the other room, but thank you so much. That's so cute. Alicia sent me a mouse pad for my birthday, and it's all beautiful roses, all pink roses, and it's beautiful. Thank you, Alicia, so much. Hey, Grammy Karen. How are you? Kiri, hello. How's everybody tonight? So those of you in the South, so Kiri and Karen and Scott, hello. Priceless Notions, I don't remember where you're from. Do I have you down here? Tennessee, yes, so you'd be involved too. So you guys are getting the weather, aren't you, the storm? The wet weather, the tropical storm weather. So you driving home, okay. Are you on your motorcycle, Scott? I hope not, because that's really tricky with the phone. It's hot, yes. It is actually hot here too. We're in the mid-90s for the temperatures and getting close to 100 for the heat index. Yeah, so it's very hot here. Hey, Deb, hello. Washington, you guys are cool out there, aren't you? Cool. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? How are things in Ohio? So, no, oh, you didn't know wet weather. Oh, yikes. I can't take that kind of heat. You know, when it gets over body temperature and you just can't cool down, it's like, oh. Well, I bet it is, Alicia, but it's nice up there. So, hey, Going Green Mom. Hello. How are you tonight, Megan? Annalise, hello. You are one ambitious woman, I tell you what. Oh, well, after Wednesday, we should be doing pretty nice. Well, actually, probably starting midday Wednesday. So we'll have a week of like in the 70s, mid to low 70s for the daytime and 50s at night. And it's going to be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I can get a lot of stuff done outside. And, hello. And, but right now it is so hot. I've been working outside, getting stuff done in the garden, and I just got my camera. So, a full 111. Yikes. I had a good birthday. Yes, I did. Thanks, Alicia. You guys made it so wonderful. I really appreciate that. Sounds like the rest of the week will cool down. Okay, good. Good for you too. That's wonderful. Exactly, Kiri. It's hard to do a lot of stuff outside. I spent about 3 hours outside yesterday in the garden in mid-90 heat. You know, it's funny. I've talked to a couple people this week, and one today from Las Vegas, and she was like, "I didn't know Minnesota got hot," because I always think we're the land of ice and snow all year round, and it's like, no, we get very hot in the summer. We do get in the hundreds, but and I think this summer is going to be a hot one because we're warm already. But it was nice over the weekend, a bit hot now. It's supposed to rain tonight. Okay. Yeah, we've been getting like little bits of rain off and on, but we've got a major cool down coming. I mean, like today's mid-90s. I think later tomorrow or early Wednesday, it's supposed to be mid-60s. So just, you know, that. And then we're getting we'll be getting all of the moisture flow from Cristobal. So it's going to be pretty intense here when we get, hey, Mad Sarah and kiddos, hello. Ooh, what are you having for desserts? I think I'll be over after I'm done. It's a bit of a drive, but I'll be over. Yeah, I'm fixing your live try. Hopefully catch a pack rat. Ooh. Those rats, I tell you what. Neighbor fixed your garden hose. Oh, Well, you know what? I suppose that actually kind of felt good to get those showers from your garden hose. I would think it did. Um, what was I saying? I've totally forgot now. Mock fried ice cream. Oh, can't do that. So if it was like strawberry pie or something, then yeah, that'd be over. Oh, yeah, that's great, Kiri. I'm glad you have neighbors like that. Hey, Lone Heron. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate that, you guys, when you're doing other things and you still take time to listen in rather than just writing it off. I really appreciate that. I really do. A salad for supper. Oh, yeah. Yep. I so totally feel like a salad right now, but I just haven't had time. I've got to wash the lettuce and prepare a bunch of ingredients, and I just haven't had the time for that. So, ooh, yeah, I know strawberry rhubarb pie. Oh my goodness. I don't grow rhubarb anymore because the plants got so huge and I wasn't really doing anything with it. So I have strawberries coming. My strawberries are all blossoming. Um, so they're doing pretty good. I can tell that my plants that I have out there right now, this is their third year, and last year they were huge and just so abundant. And I can tell that they're starting to stress out this year from the root system and everything. So it's definitely time for me this year to, when the runners go out, to let them, let a number of them, probably maybe a dozen of them or so, let them take root and get some new plants started for next year. So be sure. Yep. Salad. I know summer. Matt and Sarah, isn't like summer is for salads, right? For salads or for summer. Maybe that's a better way to say it. But yeah, all the fresh greens out of the garden and everything that you can start putting together. That's just light. In the middle of winter here, it's hard to really eat a cold salad. It really is. It's like, I want soup or chili or stew or something hot. Uh, Fresh garden salad with about 10 different greens and herbs every night here with homemade dressing, garlic and dill. Oh, Deb, that sounds fabulous. Fabulous. Hey, Thrifty VG. Hello. How are you tonight? Oh, Diane, you got your daughter's here. Oh, that's fun. No, don't feel guilty. You're on a bus, will you not be able to stay long? Just here to say hello. Oh, Virginia, that's really sweet. I really appreciate that. Be safe on the buses, all right? I know. Well, you know what? The other thing, Kiri, when it's so hot like that, it's really hard for the lettuce to grow too. It just doesn't want to. It needs the cooler weather, and it just wants to bolt. Probably would do better in the shade. I don't know if you have a shady spot or not. Hey, Gil. Hello. Dividing the real stupidity. Oh, oh my goodness. It is crazy out there. It really, really is. Hey, Mark. Hello. Arkansas woodcutter. You growing lettuce seed right now. Awesome. I know I have some lettuce going in my beds too. I did it last year too, the Rocky Top lettuce, and it's ones that Living Traditions really love. And so I tried it last year, and it like lasted all season before bolting. And usually, you know, after a month of being up, it starts to bolt or something, but it lasted a long time. So, and it was such a wonderful, it was Baker Creek seed, Rocky Top lettuce, and such a beautiful variety of colors too. It's just so fun. You get your purple lettuces and your reds and your stripes and the greens and it's really, it's a wonderful lettuce and it tastes great too. Okay, bye Virginia. Your bonus daughter is here staying with you and so enjoying the fresh garden. Oh, I know, eating real fresh food. There was, I'm trying to remember who it was, but somebody was, I don't know if it was on Instagram or what. I don't remember in the last couple days. Anyway, they were talking about how their kids were not totally on board about eating food that you grew out of the garden. It's like it's okay to get it from the grocery store, but if it comes out of the garden, it's like I don't know about that. It's like it's gonna be weird food. It's gonna be poisonous. It's not gonna taste right. All this stuff. So, um, once you're able to get them used to the idea that that it's better food for you, it's like awesome. Um, oh, that's nice. You're getting some rain, Gil. Oh, that's great. Um, oh, good, Mark. The Rocky Top. Yeah, it's a beautiful lettuce. It's really great. Do you think you need to plant some salad stems are blooming right now? Oh, well, maybe later this summer, if I'm trying to remember I know I'm terrible at remembering things. Megan, where are you again? Are you in Ohio? I'm trying to remember. When really garden food is completely, yes, exactly, Matt and Sarah. Absolutely. Absolutely. The flavors are like true because you don't have all those chemicals on them and stuff. Making raw cow's milk kefir smoothies with frozen raspberries. Berries. Oh my goodness. Oh, Deb, that sounds fabulous. Oh my goodness. It sounds really, really good and refreshing. Yep. Tim and Caitlin are enjoying some Swiss chard that you're growing. Oh, good. A lot of people just use the leaves to cook with, and they're not sure about the stems, but I'm almost the opposite. I mean, the leaves are great in a salad and everything, but I like using the stems, let them grow a little bit bigger and use them like celery. So it's really fun, like in either in your salad or like in a tuna salad or chicken salad. You've got, especially if you're growing rainbow chard, which is what I like to grow, because you get all the different colors of stalks. I chop them up like celery, just raw and throw them in there, and it's just like so beautiful. And they're good for you too. So I've got my Mod Squad t-shirt on. Anna's shirt. It's on the Mod Squad here. Yep, you're right, Matt and Sarah. The kids will do, you know what? And the other thing is when they help grow it, they can take ownership in how it comes out and to realize that, okay, this is going to be okay, and then want to taste it. And usually, yeah, if they help grow it, they're going to eat it. So, it's supposed to have a frost tonight. Oh my goodness, Gil! Wow, your garden is probably too big to throw a cover over it too, right? Northern India. That's right. Okay. Do I ever grow kohlrabi? No, I have not. I have not cared for like turnips or anything like that. So I don't eat a whole lot of root vegetables, but I've heard that kohlrabi is like fabulous. So I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, Alicia, if you go on Mimsy's channel, yeah, on her channel, she's got Teespring, and you can order a shirt from there. You can get a Mod Squad t-shirt. So Caitlin is growing cucumbers. The leaves are growing very fast. Yes, they will. I know we didn't even get below 80 last night, and it was. I've had to. I have window air conditioning units, so I usually put one upstairs, and I blow fans down and around, and that usually cools the house off really, really well until around the third week in July, which is our hottest time of the summer. the end of July. And so then I have to put the extra one down here in this window right here. And so that can help cool it, because once it gets above 85 or so, it's really hard for just the one to cool my house. I don't have that big a house, but these are also just like a single room air conditioner. And I tell you what, yesterday we hit 98 for the heat index, and I couldn't keep the house cool. It was like 78 in here. I mean, with the air conditioner running full and the fans and everything, it was still almost 80 degrees inside the house. And then it only got down to about 80 at night. And so this morning it had cooled down to 77 in the house. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's going to be hot again today. So it was 95, I think is what it is at this point. And 96 and no breeze. Yeah. Alicia, it's Mimsy's garden. And so anyway, it was just like, I'm not going through today. Just, you could just like suck it up for a couple days, and it's really hot and everything. But just going live and some of the other stuff I had to do, it was like, anyway, so I put the other air conditioning unit in, and I just don't like running them both, but it's here and it's running. So you got kohlrabi and rutabaga. Well, good for you. 90 miles from Mexico. That's close. Hey, Just in Time Prepping. How are you tonight, Will? Thanks for coming in. I haven't seen you for a little while. Yeah, too hot. Yes, it is. You sounded like a Three Stooges. Your daughter has kohlrabi in her garden. Okay. Hey, Debbie. How are you doing? Oh, I've missed you too. Thanks for being here. I know you were always on when I was going on in the mornings, and as much as I really enjoyed it and spent that time with you guys, it was a huge chunk out of my days. And when I do so many evenings on YouTube, moderating and stuff like that, to have my full mornings taken up and then my evenings, and then I only have a few hours in the afternoon to get everything else done, my business, my garden, just, the household, everything else, it was just too much. So with the garden needing attention and everything outside, I just had to stop, but I'm glad you made it. I really appreciate it. Thunderstorms, hail, tornadoes, it was in the low 70s. Yeah, you don't need that bad weather. Has there been a lot of, I know there's been a ton of rain with Cristobal, but has there been like tornadoes and everything? I haven't heard much of anything on that. So, hey, Patty, hello, thanks for being here. Oh, I know Matt and Sarah just sometimes way too much. You're an hour west of Kerrville, you know where that is. No. So, Will, you have storms going on? Yeah, Mondays. So, I was talking to Julie at Heaven's Essentials, and so she's got stuff going on right now. But yesterday, and she's like, "Holy cow!" She's like, "You're out there in the heat working," and she said, "You work harder than a lot of men that I know." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Thank you, I guess. Oh, so anyway. Hey, Connie, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. You guys are great. Oh, I really appreciate it. All right, what do I have on here? We can chit-chat in here. But yes, it's very hot, and we're going to have storms. And I've got, I don't know if you can see, I moved my greenhouse plants. It's just that big white spot there. The lights, I moved them in there because I had the air conditioner running in here and I didn't want all the cold air blowing on them. But I've been hardening them off. But because of the storms and the extreme heat these couple days, I didn't want to put my little tomatoes and my peppers out yet. So those will probably go out Wednesday. I'll let the storms pass through. So, hey, Paul, thanks for coming in. Near the Smokies, okay. Oh, wow, sunflowers were good. Awesome. Hey, Frugal. Thank you for being here. Hi. Appreciate it. Oh, I know those notifications, you just, as much as I sent it out almost an hour ago. And so, oh, sorry, Gil. that's quite a face there. You know, sometimes it's, the notifications just don't get out to people, and I don't have any control over that, and I'm sorry. I am in Minnesota. So I'm in West Central Minnesota, and we're very hot right now. We're in the mid-90s. So with the heat index, probably right around 100, I think. Matt and Sarah, I just found out today, too, is that our state fair has been canceled. I don't know if you heard that or not, but you guys are hey, Sean, hello. Our state fair, the Minnesota State Fair, is one of the biggest in the United States, and it's bigger than sometimes even the World Fairs. I mean, it's huge. It's a big deal, and they canceled it. It's supposed to be, usually it starts at the end of August and goes through the beginning of September. I think it's like 12 days, maybe 14 days. And so that is a huge thing. And Minnesota, yes. It must be Mac. Hello, Mac. How are you doing? I can always tell if it's you or Patty out there. It's funny. Oh, okay. So you did know about it then. You'd heard. Yeah, my sister just told me. I don't hear as much news. Probably county fairs, yeah, I would imagine too, because those usually come up. Those are always before the state fair, so I imagine all of that's been canceled too. Yeah. Yes, Mac. 88 in Northwest Illinois. Okay. No fairs here in years. Used to have them yearly, child. I know. Minnesota, they do it. They really are huge. All right. I'm going to talk about thyme, as in the herb, Thyme. I'd like to see a thumbs up from all of you who are growing thyme, actually. Let's see if you are. I've been expanding my herb garden and my herb selections and trying to figure out what grows where best and everything. So thyme is on my list. I haven't put it in yet, but it's definitely something that's there. You have your baby chicks. Awesome. So Mac, you're growing thyme. Patty, of course. Patty grows like every herb there is. She's an expert. And Patty, I'd like you to chime in on this if there's something that I miss, okay? Because I got all this in research. So Elkhart County Fair is second largest in the country. Wow. Food fair drive-thrus. Oh, that's very clever. Well, that's a good idea. You want to grow thyme in replacement of grass and maybe shade. Oh, okay. So yeah, Patty, I didn't find a lot on growing it, so that's where I would love to get your input on there too. It's like, Debbie, you're growing it. Lone Heron Homestead, you're growing it. Baker Creek Wild Thyme. Ooh, nice. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, thyme is actually in the mint family. There are actually over 400 subspecies. Looks like you weren't paying attention, Patty. I was talking with you. Yes, or talking to you. Is there anything specific in growing time? If it needs shade, if it needs full sun, if it is good companion plant for something or whatever, just let me know. Ancient Egyptians used it in embalming, so it's a very versatile herb here. Besides its culinary uses, yep, thyme is in the mint family, so probably it's going to be very invasive, I would think, right, Patty? So full sun is best. Okay. No county fair, but July 4th weekend is big in your county. Okay. Oh, I know. I know. Even if it's later this summer, closer to harvest, I mean, it would be, I could see they wouldn't want it right now, but it would be nice if we could still have something. So other than culinary uses, you can make a thyme tea. Oh, okay. Do not, it doesn't. It's not, mint family plants aren't invasive. Okay. You got me. I never assume then. All right. So thyme is not invasive. That's good to know. So some of the things to do, you can make a thyme tea and it lowers blood pressure. It's great cough remedy. It helps to, if you combine it with ivy leaves, that can help. And I'm not sure what kind of ivy leaf, just the ivy leaves. That can help with bronchitis, whooping cough, sore throat, and swollen tonsils. It also can relieve colic. It helps with arthritis, with gas, diarrhea, and parasites. Skin disorders. It's a diuretic, an appetite stimulant. So most of us don't need that, but for those of you who do, that would be great. Well, that's good, Debbie. Frugal, you need to find a thyme variety that tolerates shade well and doesn't trip anyone with its runners. So the tinker's wife. Oh, yeah, it did look like you were yelling, Patty. That's great. No, that's totally fine. I mean, because I think anybody who's grown any form of mint, peppermint, spearmint, whatever kind of mint, we realize how invasive it is, and so I think to know what your garden space is, we can freak out a little bit. So it's like, where do I grow it? You don't think you can fit any more mints? Your oregano now tastes like lemon balm. Oh no, my oregano is like just full and huge. It's wonderful. And my lemon balm that I started last summer, I transplanted it to the south side of my house, and I've got 3 plants there, and they're growing like crazy. So I'm happy about that. So Patty, so it's good in salt replacement herb mixes. Okay, great. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hey, Chad. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Horehound is invasive. It's a weed on your place. Hey, Mary's vegetable garden. Hello. Your sage is blooming. Okay. You planted mint multiple times this year and the pot never came up. Oh, that could very well be. I've got some peppermint growing, and it takes a while to get going, but then once it does, it just takes off. So thymes don't handle shade well. They will get sparse and weak. Okay, so they need that shade. My leg is going to sleep. Sorry, guys. You have a mixture of thyme. Helped us with new skin issues, teenage issues, allergic reactions. Yep. So that was the next thing, was skin disorders. Oh, I think I did read that up there. Okay, so an appetite stimulant. It's high in vitamin C, and it's an immune booster. So if you want to add that to a bunch of different things in your tea, or whatever, but throwing it in food, can certainly add to that. It can actually help to disinfect, not your body, but make a disinfectant of it. It'll get rid of like a light mold if you have that somewhere. Um, it repels rats, mice, and mosquitoes. It's an antiseptic and an antifungal. You can make a tea with it and gargle with it for mouth health. To gets rid of bacteria and helps your gum health and stuff like that. It's also a blood thinner, so you have to be careful if you, especially if you're going to have surgery or you're going to have any, wounds or anything like that. It's like, be careful how much time you take. The play on words is great. They are a woody stemmed plant. Even the prostrate varieties can get woody. Okay. I love it in this community, you guys. It's like somebody will have all this knowledge about one thing and can contribute to everybody else. And Patty, you just, with herbs, you're just amazing. And I just really so great. Yeah, consult with a doctor if you use it a lot. But if you put it in once in a while and everything. Now you can make, there's a thyme oil that is extracted from the leaves and everything. Oh, again, use the flowers and the leaves if you're going to be drying it or anything for teas and stuff like that, or to save. Thyme oil is good for acne, again, for coughs and colds. Now, the thyme oil you do not take internally, and you don't use it undiluted on your skin or by itself. It needs to be with another oil, like a olive oil or something like that, coconut oil, because it's so strong. Hey, that's okay, Julie. That's quite all right. I figured you were tied up. So sage is probably getting close. Comfrey for sure. And the comfrey is growing great. I love seasoning food with thyme. Yep, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, right? Oh, Patty's on there now. So that is great. Use it for hormone balancing. That's awesome. Oh, no, Julie. Oh, my goodness. Because you don't even keep bees. You have a swarm, right? I don't remember that you have bee boxes. So it would be a good replacement for low grass and shade. Okay. Elf and thyme are two low growers that are good for long pathways. Elf and thyme, that's kind of fun. Any plant can be a trick hazard for those who are a little unsteady on their feet and will not grow completely flat. Okay. That's awesome. That's what I thought. No beaver. Oh, just angry bees. I've only had a swarm come through here once, and it was quite a few years ago, probably 10 years ago, and the house was totally closed up, and all of a sudden it's like, why are these bees all crawling all over my windows and coming in the house, and they're just like everywhere, and I didn't know about swarms at that point in time, and it was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it lasted like for a day, and then they were gone, but I don't know where they went. I'm just glad they weren't here anymore, but it was amazing that even with my house closed up, they still got all over. There you go, Julie. Homestead Engraving. They're beekeepers, so okay. So the thyme oil. Again, don't use it internally and don't use it by itself. So, so for all of these other things for the oil, it would be something you would, rub on your skin or around the areas or something like that. So for acne, you put it on your face. For coughs and colds, it's antispasmodic and it reduces the length of your cold. Today. It's a food preservative. Did you know that thyme oil is a food preservative? It eliminates food-related bacteria and fungi. So how you exactly use it, I don't know, they did not explain, but if it's something that interests you, do the research and that would be great. So for heart disease, it's anti-inflammatory and it's cardioprotective capabilities. Again, oral health helps to reduce bacteria and inflammation for gums. They actually use thyme in Listerine Cool Mint mouthwash. Did you know that? Isn't that cool? Oh, Julie, did they deliver what I thought they delivered? Or what I think that they delivered? All skin irritations or fungal issues. Yeah, it'd be great. So for like athlete's foot and stuff like that, that would be great. Thyme likes to be pruned regularly for good health of the plant. Mine winters over year to year. Awesome. Very, very good. Some of the adverse reactions to thyme. So you do have to use it in balance, but know that these are some things that could happen if you're handling it a lot or taking too much of it. You could get contact dermatitis, which is just an irritation of your skin with contact from it. Hay fever, dizziness, conjunctivitis, headache, asthma, muscle weakness, gas. And again, it's a blood thinner, so you have to be careful of that it could end up being, preventing you from clotting and stuff, like which you need to help you stop bleeding. So you need to be able to clot. And again, so what do we have here? Kira says, a mystery. You came home from school to find your closed up bedroom full of bees. Oh my gosh. When your mom got home from work, no bees in the bedroom. You never figured out how they got in or left. Oh, you'd almost want to be afraid to even go to sleep, because it's like, there are bees everywhere. They're hiding somewhere in my closet or something. Oh my goodness. I know, it's like, how do they get in and out? It's crazy. You need natural things that help psoriasis. I know that actually the sun does, lone heron. Getting the extra vitamin D. Calendula salve or comfrey salve will help too. You have very dry skin in your hands, a lot of hand washing. Use aloe lotion, that works well. Good. Yep, you know what, that really does make a difference. You get off of dairy and gluten, absolutely. Those are big skin irritants in that way. Get out of there. That's right, Julie, you did plant it. That's awesome. Your diet can have a big impact on stress. Yes. Ben Benson used to have it bad. Oh, really? Okay. Creeping Charlie is looking terrific. I have got Creeping Charlie all over the place for Fugo. So it's like, oh my goodness. I know. I've been thinking about it too. It's like, what could it be good for? Because I can't get rid of it. And it's invasive and it's just taking over my yard. So you just need to keep a lawn covering. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kiri, that would be scary. So, Alicia, I think you are on a gluten-free diet, right? I think that you guys have really cleaned up your food, if I'm not mistaken. So, your Charlie's good for looks. Yes. Charlie, I know what we're going to do with Charlie. He's just a creeper. He's all over the place. I kicked Charlie out of my yard. Oh, they used to use it for tea, but it tastes okay. Psoriasis listed on the Thyme out bottle. Well, it says it's good for skin disorders, so maybe that would work. Yeah. Yeah, stress will definitely aggravate it too. Oh, that's fun. What do you like to cook with thyme? I think just putting it on different meats, like a roast and pork and stuff like that. I don't do pasta dishes or anything, so actually could go in rice when I do have that. So, but I think more in a meat thing, stew and stuff like that. So Charlie's a creeper, yes, I think so. Oh, I don't think I have you down here, do I? No. So Frugal, what is your first name and what state do you live in? I keep a list so that I can get to know people actually. So, and Lone Heron, I've got you written down, but I don't know if I ever got your name and where you are. So, plantain and dandelions make up most of your whole backyard. Oh, that's awesome. Like time with your green beans, garlic and onion. Oh, that sounds good, Patty. Oh my goodness. To video chat with your friend, no interruptions. Aw, thanks, Alicia. Did you mention when to harvest? No, I didn't. That's right. Rita in Illinois. Ah, thank you, Rita. And I know you said Northwest Illinois, so black-eyed peas with thyme is good. Okay, see, we're getting some of the southern cooking there too. You need to expand your palate past garlic. Oh, Sarah, that's really telling, isn't it, of Minnesotans, right? Garlic and onions. Yes, we do garlic and onions. We grow all that stuff. Oh, I hear you, Rita. Oh, thank you, Deb. Thank you. Jennifer Cascount. Oh, okay. Jennifer. Thank you. Garlic is your boyfriend. Oh, what else? You like going with the parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme combo? Yes. Good in rice or on rice. Yeah. And each one is such a distinct flavor, but they all work together so well. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Oh, you're in zone 5. Laugh not just there. I use tons of garlic. You know what, Connie? I use lots of onion too. And I use a good bit of garlic, but when I'm sauteing things, it's usually onions and peppers and mushrooms and stuff. And I forget to throw the garlic in because it burns so quickly. And so I end up using more garlic powder than the actual garlic. So I have to get into practice because I love garlic. I absolutely love garlic. And it's really, really good for us. Lemon thyme butter cookies. Ooh. Now, Patty, does thyme come in different flavors? Like mint does. There's chocolate mint and cinnamon, and basil. All the spearmint, peppermint. There's all those different things. So does thyme come in different flavors? Patty, is that Charlie that you're in love with too? Mac may have an issue with that, unless he keeps Charlie around for kicks. I don't know. Anybody just coming in wouldn't know. We're talking about creeping Charlie. The weed. Oh, we just can't. He's a creeper. We can't get rid of him. Thyme gets around. You love him too. Yeah. Lemon thyme. I know. Doesn't that sound amazing? Welcome back, Paul. Thanks so much. Been harvesting garlic before it's even time to harvest because you ran out. I hear you. Okay, so we have lime. Oh my goodness. Lime time. Isn't that fun? And pine time. I love the words. Orange thyme and citrus. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to have like a time bed, time capsule. There we go. Oh, I know that you have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, like basil and mint, you think so? Okay. Garlic is really a great guy. He doesn't sleep. Oh goodness, Rita, you just yep. Right. Onion and garlic both do well for histamine issues. Yes. So I'm really heavy on those. Yep. Especially there's been a huge amount of pollen this year. Just huge. Time for lime time. I know. I know. Can you imagine that? The tea you can make with that, and like an iced tea, lime thyme, lemon balm, spearmint. Oh, how refreshing for the summer. Wouldn't that be good? Ooh, that'd be so good. The leaves on each is different. And check out the Thyme Garden Nursery here in Oregon. They have amazing thyme beds. Okay. That would be great. I wonder, Connie, would you like to see if you can find a website for that and post it? That would be great. Lime time. Supper time. It's Debbie. That's great. Lime basil. Oh, I didn't know basil had lime too. Not lime time. Oh my goodness. You fill a 900 square foot garden with just herbs, with just all this flavor. It is so amazing. Lime time could be a good reference for happy hour. Yeah. I don't know. You know, if you could probably put all those flavors in. I don't even know what alcohol would go with it because I don't drink, so I'm not sure. But you know, if it were vodka, you'd just get all the flavors of everything. So, you can look into getting more varieties. Yes. And it seems like once it can get established, then we're good. Kiri, I have no idea, and I'm not going to repeat that on YouTube here because I might get a strike. Refreshing summer drink day. That would be great. That would be awesome. Your local paper talked about how your local library has thousands of free healthy recipes now available on their website. Nice. Thank you, Connie. I really appreciate that. There's some times there are shrubs, some are mounding ground covers, and then the low growers. Okay, so all the different varieties even look different in the way that they end up growing. So that's so cool. Thanks, Karen. I really appreciate you being here so much. And thank you to all my mods. You guys are awesome. You're so great. And I appreciate you being here and having my back and everything. So, so beautiful and brings the pollinators. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Got 10 minutes left. Okay, my garden tip for tonight is don't be afraid to change or adjust or it's like I've been drinking the time drink, yes. Add or subtract to structures in your garden or in your homestead, but especially for your garden, because that's what I'm kind of talking about here. You know, it's like if you have a 900 square foot garden, don't be afraid to expand it, first of all, but also as your family changes, you know, it's like maybe your kids are gone now and 1,500 square feet is just way too much. Don't be afraid to downsize it if that's what's going to work for you. Um, if you have so many beds, don't be afraid to build more raised beds or to reconfigure them or something. Take the dirt out and move them around. It's just like, it doesn't mean that what you have started with is set in stone. And it's like, even if you have built structures and everything, it's like they can be moved, they can be added to, they can be, changed. So I just encourage you to be creative and to be flexible with your gardening. And just like we were talking about all this time, it's like, okay, where am I going to grow it? All my beds are filled, or I don't have any room for it. Well, maybe put some window boxes in or something on the side of a barn or the side of your house or off your shed, or just line your driveway or your sidewalk or something like that with some other boxes, or with the thyme, where you could just grow some different things. So be be creative with that, be flexible to this. So hey Jake, hello, thanks for coming in. If you like pineapple, you will love your mom's 2-ingredient punch. 1 large can of pineapple juice, 1 bottle of ginger ale. Yep, that's really, really good. Throw in a little bit of pomegranate juice or something in there too, and that would be really good. What else do you? Fresh pineapple every day. Now you add ginger. Yum yum. I've had some pineapple this week. It's so good. Actually, my last batch of kombucha I made, I actually used some pineapple juice, and it was very good. It was really, really good. My last batch, it was just, oh, man, I had like beer worthy foam on it. It was just like incredible. It was good stuff. It was very busy. It is hard, Patty. It really is. And it's just figuring out how much you need to grow for your needs, and not only food-wise what you have, but as we get older, it's like, how much can you manage? And that's really a big thing. It's like, if you have these huge gardens that you could manage at the age of 30 or 40, but at 60, it's like, it is so much. Don't feel like you need to keep it going. And if you get people griping at you about it or whatever, it's like, exactly, do what makes you happy. Exactly, Matt and Sarah, absolutely. And it's like, it's your garden, it's your food, it's your preservation. It's like, if you need to focus on herbs and all the flavors and things for growing, focus on that. If you need to just focus all on tomatoes, exactly, do what you need to grow. So good idea, Deb. Put all the herbs among all of your other tomatoes and peppers and everything. So that's okay, Will. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. You're craving pineapples, but you don't have any. I know. Oh, so yours has some too. I bet it has to be that it's higher in humidity right now and the warmer temps. Because in the summer, yeah, mine goes really fast. It's hard to get it growing well during the winter, but yeah, this summer has been. To drop off cases and cases of canned goods, it was such a blessing. You'll always remember when trying to make it. Yes. Oh. See, in there, maybe she was still able to handle that garden in there, and just wanted to grow to give to other people. So that was beautiful. That's beautiful. It really is. Can what you can, and if you can't, dehydrate it. There you go. Especially when it comes to herbs, it's like, dehydrate them. And it doesn't mean that you have to take them out and just put them in the dehydrator and go through all of that stuff every time. You can take them and bunch them and just, tie them together, string them up somewhere and just let them dry too. That's what they did in the old days. And if you can't get to it right away, at least just cut it and hang it. I've got a few spots that I've got ready for that when it comes to that, because I'm not going to necessarily have time to do all that. So, okay, you guys. The prep tip. So we're running out of time here. Whenever you start, we're getting into canning season now for a lot of you. So whenever you're canning, can a supply of sterile water as you're canning other things. And you can either do it in the water bath canner or the pressure canner, I believe. But it's like, it just needs to be done long enough. So, research what the timing frame is. But my tip is really just to make sure that you do that. If you have sterile water, you'll be able to have that for medicinal purposes, for wounds and for for healing wounds, for medical care and stuff like that. Because any water that you get out of the tap, it's going to have other minerals and chemicals and stuff like that in there. Even out of your Berkey and everything, there's still stuff in there. But if you have sterile water, you'll know that you can use that on, for medical care, and it won't add to any infection or anything like that. So make sure that you do that. Whether it's 2 quarts that you can or a dozen quarts, that's totally up to you and what you can do, what you have. But just keep that in mind and have that as your prep stuff. And there's some mint and stevia strung up today, decorating your house. I know, it makes a beautiful home decoration, doesn't it? You don't need to be buying from all of these places that it's like, oh, buy this whole beautiful thing for $50 or something that's fake. And it's like, I'll just string up my own stuff and make it beautiful. Plus, it smells so good too. Yeah, it is a blessing. So good for you, Kiri. Awesome. You canned a lot of water. And if you end up needing it to drink, all you have to do is take, like, say, a quart or something, take a jar and just shake it up to get some bubbles going in there, aerate it a little bit. And then it won't taste flat anymore, but you'll have that. So, oh, thank you, Rita. I really appreciate that so much. Yep, Matt and Sarah. So thank you. Had a couple other things that I could talk about, but we're running out of time. So I think our time conversation was a very good use of time. And it was great. I learned stuff too. And, I love having the discussions about things. I think it's great. You're welcome, Paul. You're welcome. Have I talked to Local Master Gardeners chapter? Oh, maybe you're talking to who is it, Deb or Rita, that you were talking to about the time. So thank you, Patty. Patty, I'm still getting comments about Matt's song, or sorry, about Mac's song. It was crazy. It was crazy. I still laugh about it. It was very, very funny. And I don't know if you saw my last comment to him, but it was like, I said, Patty's just saying, would you get a job already? Oh, you're welcome, Jake. You're very welcome. And Alicia, thank you so much for being here. I know the hour just flies by. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Debbie and Deb. I really appreciate that. And Jennifer, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad that you look forward to it. Yes, he needs a job. Yeah, I know. It's so many time references. It is funny. You could continue playing on that all the time. It's like a time capsule, right? Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. And let's try to build some time gardens, right? And you guys, there's other channels on live after this. There's Stibers, there's Two Family Homestead. I think Gemini Homestead is going to be on there tonight, I believe. And a few other Freedom Homestead is on in an hour. And so Monday night's a good night for a whole bunch of different lives. So you guys take care. And yep, Lippy's on. So I should chat lavender next time. That's a good idea through the summer. Take a different herb. Oh, that would be good. That'd be good. Patty, you're gonna have to make sure you be here, that you're here every time. So, also Lippy's birthday. That's right, the 8th. Absolutely, that's right. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Take care. God bless. Always have hope. All right. Good night.